going? It's been a crazy hot minute. Let me just tell you that. It's been a very crazy couple weeks. Last week was good. It was crazy but good. We're gonna talk about a couple different things in this video, which I think would be very important, and I'd explain why I wasn't on here for a week or two. So the first thing was, um, I went to a concert last week. I went to the In This Moment New Year's Day Hailstorm Witching Hour tour. Yes, Witching Hour tour, and it was really good. I saw New Year's Day last year at Warped Tour 2017, so I was super excited to see them again. And at this point, I had seen Hailstorm once by accident. Again, another accidental viewing of a band in 2012. And I had never seen In This Moment yet. So I was like, okay, yeah, they're touring together. I want to go check it out. Let's see how they are. Blah, blah, blah. So I asked my cousin, sorry, I keep playing with my hair. I asked my cousin if she wanted to go with me. I got her a ticket. She paid me back for her ticket. And we were on our way to the concert. We did run a little bit late due to some things that happened. But we got to see New Year's Day. We only saw him perform two songs. It was two songs, which was, excuse me, two. We only got to see them perform two songs because we were running late and we ran into some issues. But that was okay because I was like, yeah, I'm happy to see him anyway. So we saw them, and that was pretty amazing. I love them. I would love to see them again perform in concert, and I plan on doing that when they come back. And then In This Moment came on, and that was definitely an experience. It wasn't quite, how do I say this? It was very, very awesome. I loved it. I would go see them again. I didn't know a lot of their songs. I know a good few of their songs. Like I know the song Blood. I know the song Big Bad Wolf. I know the song Whore. Yes, they have a song called Whore. I know the song Black Wedding, which was one of my favorites. Roots. And, I know a good couple other songs. I don't know all their songs, but I know a good couple other songs enough to like them. And it was good. It was a very amazing experience. I had a good time. My favorite song that New Year's Day sang, they sang two of my favorite songs, which was so happy. I was so happy I caught them singing these two songs. They sang Epidemic, which is on their EP, and then they sang Defame Me, which is another favorite song of mine. And then what was awesome was when In This Moment came on, they sang Blood. The first song they sang was Blood, so that was a good song. I love that song. And then they sang Whore last, Blood first. They sang Black Wedding. And the reason why I love that song is because every time they go on tour with New Year's Day, the singer, her name is Maria Brink from In This Moment, and she sings the song Black Wedding with Ash Costello, who is the singer of New Year's Day, and they killed it together. And it was amazing. I loved it. I was so happy to see them sing it, and it was a good time, and I'm so happy. Now, a lot of people are probably gonna ask me, well, why didn't you see Hailstorm? Because the thing is, I saw New Year's Day, I saw In This Moment, which were the two bands I personally wanted to see. I'm not really that much of a Hailstorm fan. I like their first album, and I only like a couple songs on it called It's Not You. And I guarantee you they probably were not going to sing any of their old stuff. And this is just my own opinion, I like their old stuff. I don't like their new stuff. And it's the same thing with a lot of bands who I grew up listening to. I love their old stuff. I don't like their new stuff. And it was just in the case that, I'm not really that much of a Hailstorm fan. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I saw two bands that I really wanted to see. That's okay. The only thing is that I am going to talk about is, there was a person, see what we have itch my nose. There was a person who I was somewhat dealing with earlier this year in a romantic way, or romantic setting, I guess you can call it. And he basically was like, oh, I want to get to know you more. I want to go out with you more. I want to talk to you more. I want us to go out, blah, blah, blah. 3 weeks went by after that, and this was all in January. 3 weeks went by, I didn't hear anything from him, and then he texted me saying, oh, I'm in a relationship. I'm in an open relationship, and I went a different direction. So that was kind of hurtful for me, and, I was like, and this was in January. The concert was last week, but the situation was in January, but the two connect. Let me get there. So I was kind of upset with this guy because I was like, if you honestly did not want to date me, you should not have put it in my head that you wanted to date me. And, obviously everyone's, feelings change, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But, you don't disappear for 3 weeks and then say, after telling me, oh, you want to be with me, you want to date me, blah, 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 and then you do that. Like, no, you strung me along, own up. So my cousin and I, we leave after In This Moment, and we're going to get merch, which was August 2nd. So like last week. So we're in the merch line, and it's a cluster bunch of people, and then they have like the merch table, and then they have the people who work, and then they have the display of shirts that they have. I kid you not, this guy, the guy who I was dealing with in a romantic way, in January, was less than 2 people away from me. And he was surrounded by like 4 girls. And I'm like, good going. And at that point in time, my maturity was being tested, my patience was being tested, and I just was like, there's a couple things that I can do. Either I can pretend he just does not exist, I can walk right by, I can say something, or I can, whatever. But I'm like, I really should just pretend he doesn't exist. I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to enjoy my friends, my family, my cousin, who we went to see the concert with. And I was like, you know what? As much as he stung me personally, I'm not going to say anything. So I walked right by him. I didn't say anything. I will say this, though. He did not look well. He did not look well. Like, he looked a little disheveled for being at a metal concert. Like, the best way I can explain it is when you're on vacation and you go to, like, a different place and you have, like, the tourists who are, you can obviously tell that they don't blend in very well. Like, they have, like, the khaki shorts and they have the hat and the big backpack and they're kind of goofy. And you could obviously tell that they're from somewhere else and they're visiting. That is what he looked like at a metal show. Like, he did not seem to really fit into the metal show scene. He wore these weird, they're like a mixture of open and closed-toed shoes. Like, they were woven and they buckled or whatever. He had pants on, which, hey, be comfortable, whatever. I'm not going to tell you what not to do. And he had a long sleeve button-down shirt, and he had like the first like 4 or 5 buttons done, so his chest was like hanging out. And his hair was not kept. Like, it was like he woke up out of bed and he just freaking got dressed and he just went to a show. Like, I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I like to, look good when I go to a concert or when I go out. I like to feel good. I like to do my makeup. I like to do my hair. I like to feel good. So that was just my own personal opinion. It was weird because he didn't see me, but I saw him. And it was just like, there's so many things I wish I could do to you right now. There's so many things I wish I could tell you right now. But I have to be a mature 25-year-old adult, and I have to be like, okay, he ain't worth it. You hurt me, you betrayed me, you strung me along, you're not worth it to me. I'm not going to say anything to you. But other than that, it was a good show. I had a good time. What's funny was, from this year, I had a bunch of plans I wanted to do this year, and I was trying to do this thing when I was like, you know what? I'm not letting anything pass me by anymore. I'm going to do what I want, when I want, and I'm going to have a good time. So the funny thing is, my first plan was to go see Black Veil Brides, Asking Alexandria, and Bless the Fall in May, which I did. and then I went to Warped Tour in July, which was another plan. And then I was going to have 2 surprise things. I'm not going to tell you guys yet, they're happening. But the thing is, with this plan of the In This Moment New Year's Day concert, it was last minute, but I'm glad it happened. And I'm glad it made it into my plans of the summer of 2018. So that was it. And then, so after that, I went home. I went to my cousin's house. I slept over. We're very close. The next day, I went back home. I drove back home from her house back to my house. I, took a shower, whatever, and then I had to get an overnight bag ready because I was going to my friend's house for the night and for the weekend. So, because we were going to a convention. So, I sleep over at house Friday night and Saturday. We get up, we go to the convention, and we spend a good time there. Like, we learned about a lot of different things, and then later on that night, we went through like a bunch of workshops, and then we went to a dinner. We got to dress up in costumes, so that was pretty fun. I had a good time with that. I spent a lot of time planning my costume and making it. So I want to really, I really liked how it came out. I want to redo it, but I want to do it differently for Halloween, when Halloween comes out. So that was really fun. And then this week was just an ordinary week, I've been going to work. I've been basically, having fun. And I have a couple other things coming up for you guys. To go back to the concert, it was actually probably the best concert I've ever been to for like a metal show, and it really made me feel empowered that women can also rock hard just as well as guys can, and they can probably do even better. And I want to especially thank Ash Costello, not that she's going to ever see my video, but I am a fan of hers. I'm a fan of Maria Brinks too, but with Ash Costello, she was, basically what happened was when I was younger, I was a fan of Avril Lavigne, I was a fan of Paramore, and stuff like that, and because they have changed so much, and this is just my own personal opinion, you guys can have a different opinion, I'm not dissing your opinion, this is just my own personal opinion. Avril Lavigne has changed so much that I don't like her anymore. I just don't like her anymore. It's just, she's not who she started out to be. She became someone else, and it's just not my thing. And same thing with Paramore. Hayley Williams is not the same. Like, they've completely changed. And then for a long time after that, I was such a fan of theirs that when they changed, I was kind of let down. So I stopped listening to female artists for 4 or 5 years, and then what was, my friend introduced me to New Year's Day, and I was like, you know what, she's pretty badass. Ash Costello is probably the most badass person ever, and she's awesome for that. So I am a huge fan of Ash Costello. I'm a huge fan of In This Moment. They freaking killed it, and it was amazing, and I would definitely go again. Now, the next part of this video is I want to thank a certain subscriber of mine. She's been subscribed to me probably since when I first started my YouTube channel last year, which I can't believe it's already been a year since I started my YouTube channel. And if I butcher your name, I'm so sorry, because I suck at pronouncing names. I believe her name is Amanda Fushak. Please let me know if I misspelled that or if I mispronounced it. But I want to say thank you to Amanda, because she's been a subscriber of mine for a little over a year. It was since last July that I started this channel, and now it's been a year and a month. So I want to say thank you, Amanda Fushak. I hope I'm saying this correctly. Amanda Fushak. Thank you for being subscribed to me for about a year. I'm just an average, everyday, normal to normal girl who, is trying to get out of her comfort zone. So I want to say thank you to Amanda for being subscribed to me for so long. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would even say hit the notification bell. It would help me get noticed in the world of YouTube, and to hopefully go somewhere someday. But yes, thank you, Amanda. I appreciate you loving my content, and I enjoy you being a subscriber of mine. And I'll see you guys in my next video. All right, bye.